Hey guys, it's your girl Pony, and I thought today I would do a little DIY Nebula Ocean in a bottle, or Galaxy in a bottle, whichever you want to call it is fine. And it's really simple. You just need a few things just to make it, and it can be totally optional of how you want to design either the bottle or the box you want to put it in. It doesn't really matter. This is really simple, really easy, and you can get most of these items at your local craft store. So I'm going to show you how to do it, so let's get started. So this is what the finished product is gonna look like, and there are just small things that you need. Now you can do this with either one or two types of sand, but if you want to get a couple so you can mix them together, like what I did, that's fine too. But you can do it with what sand you want. It's just anything you can find at your local craft store. So what you're gonna need is a bottle. It doesn't matter what kind of bottle you get. It can be this kind of bottle, it can be a big bottle, you can get whatever size bottle or shape you want. It just depends on how much sand you're wanting to put in and how many seashells are going to be in there. But really you can do whatever you want. So just choose what bottle you like and then we'll just get started with it. I'm going to need some regular just craft sand. I got this at my local Hobby Lobby, and actually these were two different colors, but I mixed them together to get this kind of purplish, pinky, nebula kind of color. So it's really just something if you want to do, if you want to mix the colors up. It can be one color, it can be two, it can be three, it doesn't really matter. You can have whatever sand you want, it can just be the one color, just whatever you prefer. Just going to need a plastic funnel. It doesn't matter what kind of funnel it is, just any little small funnel that can fit in the bottle. Some small seashells. Now these are totally optional. You can get some decorative tape just to put around the bottles if you feel like it, and you can get a label to write on it, whatever you want. But I just got these thinking I might do something with it, but these are totally optional. Okay, first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your little bottle, and if it has a cork or a lid on it, you're just going to take the lid off, and since these aren't really pushed in all that well, it's going to be really easy to take off. You're going to take your bottle and you're going to set it down. You're going to open up your craft sand, whichever sand you're wanting, it doesn't really matter. And then you're going to take your funnel and put it into the cup, because it'll be a lot easier to clean up if the sand doesn't go in the funnel or in the bottle. It'll fall onto the piece of paper. Oh, by the way, put a piece of paper down so it doesn't mess up your table. Sorry, had to step away for a second. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so you're going to need to put the funnel in the bottle so that way it doesn't make a mess. Make sure to lay down a paper towel or just something to catch it in case the sand does not come into the bottle. So take your sand and you're just going to fill it right up to where the tip in the bottle, where the funnel meets it. And just be wary of how much sand you put in. It is going to clog up into the funnel. Just be really careful and just not to make a mess, because I'm technically not at my house, I'm at my friend's, and I don't want to make another mess before. Okay, so I've already used up one container of the sand, so I'm just going to move on to my second container. Sometimes these lids are really hard to open, I don't know why. So you just want to make sure you fill it to right where the tip of where the funnel is. You don't want to fill it up too much, because otherwise your seashells are not going to fit. So gently just smooth it in there. Remember what I said, it is going to clog up in the funnel, so don't even worry about it if it feels like it's clogging. So when you've got it up to the tip of the funnel, just swish around the rest of the sand until it completely fills. And being the leveler that I am, I'm going to make sure that it fits within the shape of the bottle, because I don't want to fill it up too much and then I don't want to fill it up less than what the other bottles are. And I'm going to mix this up just a little bit so that way all the sand is well combined. Because some of it looks like it's just like not completely mixed together. This part is totally optional, you don't have to, you can just set the colors however you want. Okay, now that our bottles are completely, well, somewhat completely filled, so that way we'll have room for the seashells, we're going to look through the seashells. Now these are just tiny little seashells, and I'm going to show you what they look like in my hand. They're just really, really tiny. I don't know if you can see them. They're just really tiny. They fit in the palm of your hand, and they're going to fit perfectly because how tiny they are. So you're just going to take some random shells. I'm just going to pick random ones out of the bag. So I'm going to pick a couple spirals, a couple flats, a couple of what looks like little conch shells. So I'm just like going to pick a few out of them. For some reason when I look at these, like if you just look really closely at it, it kind of reminds me of Ursula's shell in The Little Mermaid, like the one that hangs around her neck. And oh, I don't even have my necklace out, and I love this. Yay. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of Ursula's little shell, the one where she took Ariel's voice and she used it as her own. So that's what it kind of reminds me of, and I think it's the same shell. I'm not really sure what you call these. I'm kind of drawing a blank on what these are called. I don't know. Next, you're just going to place the shells in there randomly. I'm just going to put whatever shells I feel like in there. I'm not really sure what's going to fit or not, so you're just going to dump them in there. And me, I'm probably going to take a little while doing this because of freaking how tiny these are, and just because I'm a placement kind of person. So this might take a little bit. So I'm probably going to just do a fast forward of this. To you might take a little while. So the inside's just gonna look kind of like this. So cute. And there you go. Now that the cork's pushed in, it's probably not going to come out again unless you really pull on it, but there is your finished product. It's a Nebula Ocean in a bottle. It's really cool. I love how the colors are kind of streaking around. It kind of looks like the nebula a little bit. So I'm really happy that it came out really well. Now, like I said, with this tape, it's really optional if you want to do it or not. Just design-wise, I'm going to do it because I just think they're really cool and I really like them. So I'm just going to do this on the side. But other than that, that's really what you all have to do to make this little Nebula Ocean in a bottle. So if you guys liked the video, I hope you really did. So I'm going to get a close-up on what this literally looks like. It's so pretty. Look how pretty it is. Some of the shells did kind of sink in, but that's totally fine. I mean, they don't have to really show up on top. But I'm really just happy with it. It just looks really cool, and I just really like it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you want to see this again, let me know, and just suggest any DIYs that you'd want me to try. I've got another DIY I'm thinking about doing, but I'll wait on that for a little while. But other than that, thanks you guys for watching so much. I hope you guys really liked it. So be beautiful, be you. I'll catch you guys next time. See you. Bye.